you get into a certain rhythm which is compulsive within you, you will be just a repetition of the past. If you want to break your emotional rhythms, these are simplest tools, maybe drastic, but if you don't want to waste time in your life, that's the way to go. When it comes to the innermost core, it is all one. When it comes to the body, when it comes to the mind, when it comes to your emotions and the world around you and your activity, the whole significance of life, the beauty of life and the efficacy of life is in just finding the right rhythm. What is your rhythm? If you listen to the outermost surface of who you are, there will be one kind of rhythm. If you delve a little deeper, there will be another kind of rhythm. There is a very surface rhythm which will find expression in very fundamental needs and compulsions of who you are. If you watch yourself a little more closely, you will see there is a psychological rhythm which need not necessarily match with the needs and compulsions which drive you on a daily basis. If you watch with little more sensitivity, you would notice an emotional rhythm which is of a completely different nature than your psychological rhythm. If you watch much more keenly, you may notice a certain chemical rhythm which could be more connected to our emotional cycles than anything else. If you watch with much more awareness, you may notice a certain energy rhythm which will not have anything to do with any of these things, but it causes everything else. But if you look deep enough, there is no rhythm, it's utter stillness. There is nothing to do about one stillness, just to take a dip is all you can do. But all the other realms need to be worked at. Your energies, your chemistry, your emotion, your thought, your body, your desire and the karmic rhythms, these things need to be worked at, otherwise you will be just a repetition of the past. If you get into a certain rhythm which is compulsive within you, you will be just a repetition of the past over and over again. Nothing new will ever touch you. So to find the rhythm and consciously to change the rhythm, to make the rhythm more profound, more complex or more simple, above all, to be able to consciously change the rhythm, not to be like a broken record, that you go on singing the same rhythm all the time, all the time, all the time. At the age of 60, somebody comes to me yesterday and says, my husband is not paying enough attention to me. I said, you must be glad. You had these prayer problems when you were 18. Not good, but understandable. At 60, you still have the same problem. At 60, if you're still a teenager, oh, nobody's going to tolerate you. Nobody's going to tolerate a 60-year-old behaving like a teenager, isn't it? So, if you do not learn to consciously change the rhythm of body, mind, emotion, chemistry and energy, you will become like a broken record, simply repeating the same things over and over again. The easiest way or the simplest way to break the rhythms which are compulsive within you is to start doing things that you don't like. You would like to start the morning with a chocolate, but here you start with a neem ball. Just what you don't like. If you want to break your emotional rhythms, the simplest thing is to look for somebody that you cannot stand and to work with them. Choose them as your partner to work with. Somebody who just can't stand. These are simplest tools, maybe drastic, but if you don't want to waste time in your life, that's the way to go. To just get up in the morning and do what you don't like. And after some time, you will see your likes and dislikes are essentially your making. They are not some God-given laws as to what you should like and what you should dislike. It's got nothing to do with the object of your like or the object of your dislike. It is just your compulsiveness which draws you to certain things and repels you from certain other things.
Dear seekers, in the great dance of existence, where does one find the rhythm that breaks the cycle of karma? What is it that binds us to the wheel of actions and reactions, and how can we sever these chains that tie us to the past and future, leaving us absent from the present? Is there a path that leads beyond the incessant cycle of cause and effect, a path that transcends the limitations of karma? To understand how to break the karmic cycle, one must first delve into the very essence of existence. Karma, in its most fundamental form, is the law of action and reaction. It is the universe's way of maintaining balance, ensuring that every action seeds the fruit of future experiences. But herein lies a profound realization: the cycle of karma is not an external force imposed upon us. Rather, it is a manifestation of our own actions, thoughts, and desires. Consider the nature of water. It flows freely, adapting to the contours of the land, yet it can also carve canyons through solid rock over eons. Our thoughts and actions are like water. They flow from us, influenced by the landscape of our beliefs, attitudes, and past actions, shaping our future in turn. The key to breaking the karmic cycle, then, lies not in resisting the flow of karma but in changing the landscape it flows through. Meditation and mindfulness are the tools through which we can transform this landscape. By becoming deeply aware of the present moment, we step out of the cycle of past actions and future consequences. This awareness is akin to planting seeds of consciousness in the fertile soil of now. Each moment of awareness, each seed, grows into a tree of presence that shades us from the scorching effects of past actions and the binding desires for future outcomes. In daily life, observe the nature of your actions and reactions. Are they driven by past grievances, by the shadows of memories that no longer serve you? Are they fueled by desires for future pleasures or achievements, by the mirage of happiness that always lies just beyond the horizon? To break the karmic cycle, act not from past conditioning or future desires but from a place of deep presence and consciousness. Let your actions be inspired by compassion, love, and understanding, for actions born from these seeds do not create binding karma, they liberate you from it. Remember, the karmic cycle is perpetuated not just by what we do but by why and how we do it. It's the intention behind our actions that binds us. Perform your duties, engage with the world, but do so with detachment from the outcomes, with a heart full of love and a mind centered in the present. Dear seekers, breaking the karmic cycle is about realizing that you are not the whirlwind of desires, thoughts, and actions but the calm center around which all else revolves. It's about seeing that at the core of your being, you are beyond karma, beyond time, a conscious presence witnessing the dance of creation. From this place of understanding, actions flow through you but do not bind you, for you know that you are the eternal observer, untouched by the transient play of existence. This understanding is crucial for real transformation. Recognizing our true nature as beyond the karmic cycle is the only way to step out of the dance of karma into the light of pure consciousness. It is here, in this light, that we find freedom, peace, and the ultimate liberation from all that binds us to the cycle of birth and rebirth. As we delve deeper into the essence of being, exploring the vast landscapes of consciousness, we arrive at a profound realization. Breaking free from the karmic cycle is not an act of renunciation but an act of deep, unconditional love. It is a journey from the illusion of separateness into the truth of oneness, from the confinement of ego to the freedom of the eternal self. In every moment of existence, life offers us a choice. Do we react from the conditioned patterns of the past, or do we respond from the freshness of the present? The karmic cycle thrives on repetition, on the unconscious replaying of old patterns. Yet, within each moment lies the potential for a new choice, a choice made from a place of awareness and love. It is in these moments of choice that the cycle of karma is broken and transformed. The practice of mindfulness, of being fully present in the now, is not merely a tool for personal peace, it is a revolutionary act that disrupts the very foundation of the karmic cycle. By choosing to be present, to witness life with compassion and detachment, we not only liberate ourselves but also send ripples through the collective consciousness, offering a beacon of light for others trapped in the cycle of karma. Engage with life not as a series of problems to be solved but as an expression of the divine play, Leela. See the challenges, the joys, and the sorrows as opportunities to practice presence, to deepen your understanding of yourself and the universe. In doing so, you transform every action into an offering, every experience into a step on the path to enlightenment. As you walk this path, remember that the ultimate key to breaking the karmic cycle lies within the heart. It is love that transcends karma, love that unites the many into the one, love that dissolves the illusions of separateness and awakens us to our true nature. Cultivate love in every moment, for every being, and you will find that the chains of karma cannot bind the essence of who you truly are. Dear seekers, always remember that the journey to break free from the karmic cycle is a journey back to the self, to the realization that we are not the doers but the space in which all doing occurs. It is a journey from darkness into light, from ignorance to understanding, from the illusion of separation to the truth of unity. This path is not for the faint-hearted, but for those who dare to love unconditionally, to live fully, and to be present in each moment. The rewards are infinite. Recognize the profound truth that we are all interconnected, that each thought, each action, contributes to the collective karma. By embodying presence, love, and compassion, we not only free ourselves but also contribute to the liberation of all beings. This is the ultimate act of service, the highest form of love. And in this love, in this awareness, lies the key to transcending the karmic cycle and awakening to the eternal bliss of our true being.